Welcome back to RE6 Mercenaries. I'm gonna end up looping around to show all the characters. At least the ones that I want to. We don't need to take a look at all the extra costumes. Now this is a personal favorite of mine. I think if you let them stand around for a bit, they'll relax. There we go. Oh, nope, somebody showed up. This costume is so ridiculous.
This is a waste of time.
If only we could lose the necktie. This submachine gun is much better than the one that Ada and Piers have. My first stop with this one is always to get the herbs. I guess it depends on who you're playing as. You end up with quite a bit of time in this one. If you get all the time bonuses quickly before you start the match, before you start killing, you should end up with a little bit over 10 minutes. The way you can navigate the menu with one hand and combine items is very nice. I think what they were going for was for it to be like, it's as if the character's messing around with a cell phone. That's what they do when you pull up the options menu. There's always a long pause between enemies after you kill the first group of guys in this one. We're getting into some of the better characters now. When I play this game, I usually have the auto reload turned off, which means if you run out of ammo and you don't realize it and you keep hitting the fire button, they won't automatically reload. But that makes Ada's crossbow is like impossible to control when you have it like that. It kind of seems like they drop inputs when you try to reload anyway, but it's most noticeable with her. Sometimes you really have to mash the button to get him to reload. But if you turn the automatic reloading back on, it makes her crossbow much easier to use. I guess I'll show what I mean and explain that when I play as her. Well, this match is really being shitty with how long they're taking to show up. I'm going somewhere else, forget you guys. I love the background of this one. This stage in general is pretty cool looking. There's a big shark. These guys kind of look like Darth Vader with his helmet off when they get theirs destroyed. There's the shark. I think all of the stages in this game were reused for Revelations 2 raid mode. The quick shot with the rifle, with this rifle, is good for bouncing those guys around. And fortunately, it launches them far enough away that they won't deal damage. I think sometimes, depending on where they land, it can be close enough. But you have to get unlucky. If they ever bounce off of something, then it'll definitely deal damage. They'll bounce off the wall and come back and hit you. Like that. There's like... There we go. You can do it a little bit farther away than what I was doing. Already got these guys, huh? It can also shatter these guys. Sometimes. Sometimes when you switch weapons, it just like won't do it. One of many things about this game that can be a little glitchy. Time to do a little break dancing. Completely missed. That's one of the reasons why I hate the counter in this. Sometimes it just totally misses. The darn thing about this version of Helena is you can kill enough enemies with the rifle. It's just that you won't be getting a lot of time. Not sure what that trajectory was there, the way she like went around the corner. Make one tiny mistake. Match is over. It can be like that sometimes. Holy fuck. This is the kind of stuff you have to do to like skip the reload animations. Fire, perform an action, fire, roll around. But like I said, it bothers me because she's not working the bolt, but the bullet magically gets in there somehow. It makes me feel like firearm constipation. I think he says, "You messed up." Sounded like it anyway. And I know that's a phrase in Japanese. That's not something we say. I think in Japanese it's something like "shimata." But that's "I messed up." Gotta out-snipe the snipers. You gotta hold out if you're playing as a character that doesn't have a lot of health options. You've got to hold out until the snipers start spawning before you get green herbs. Other than the one that's up here. I think somebody's stuck down there.
This is a waste of time.
Alright, pretty poor performance, but I don't think that version of Helena is very good. So I'll be back with more RE6 Mercenaries soon.